due to the classical conditioning. Questions and answers for this. What was my plan? My plan was to use natural cat behaviors, like touching something with his nose, to train Bill, the cat, to touch cards for treats. The behavior I was trying to change was touching one object multiple times. Who was involved in my experiment? Sir Kronk William Keyser I. And now this is the part where it gets a little fuzzy. How many times did it take you to train your subject? It took over 20 times to train him for the classical conditioning, because this is kind of a hard thing to teach. The neutral stimulus was touching the card. The unconditioned stimulus was food. Unconditioned response was wanting more food. Conditioned stimulus was seeing the card and wanting food. And the conditioned response was to touch the card for food. How many times did it take for extinction to take place? I didn't know how to test extinction exactly for this. So I just didn't give him, treats. I didn't give him the reward for a while. And it took 4 times for him to just stop doing the trick. And after it says, how long after beginning your experiment between extinction did spontaneous recovery take place? He picked it up again the 25th time, but it tapered badly afterwards, after the 25th time, where he decided to do it for a few more. He would do it on and off, but not so much. Any generalization that took place? He would pick any card he saw, but less with a different one. He preferred the card I trained him. Did your participant discriminate stimuli? To some degree, yes. As I said before, he was weirded out by the baseball card. Did your experiment work? How did you know? Well, he was able to pick a card over and over and over for food. To some extent, yeah, that was probably the better of the two. Day 1 of the Great Bill Experiment. That's Bill. And I will be teaching him to touch this card for some treats. I'm going to try to do it at least 10 times today so you can get the feel of it. Come on. All the way up. There's a little seat here. You can't see it. But he has a little kind of lion tamer stool. Yeah. That's some good treats. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These look good. Yeah. Okay. No, you're not getting off the stool. Alright. Kitty. Now, here's what I'm going to do, okay? Every time you touch this with your nose, I'm going to give you some food, alright? Alright, you understand? Say yes. The cats don't say yes. Bill? Don't look at the camera, look at this. Yes. Good kitty. Oh, you just fell off the seat. Come on. Up you go. There you go. She doesn't have the best balance. Okay, yeah, you don't see what he did, but he tried to swat my hand to get the treat, so I'm going to get the cat trainer glove out. I'm going to have to reteach him. Yeah, get back on the seat there. I have to reteach him that touching the card is good by feeding him. And I'm trying to get into the swing of things. I totally got the wrong hand for the treat. Okay. Yes, that does have a treat. Touch. Good kitty. Good touch. Okay, so that's 1 time. Or actually, 2, I guess you could say that he did that. No, you're not getting off the stool. Don't get off the stool. Get back on there. Get back on the stool. There you go. Come on, all the way. You can just see his head now. Turn towards the camera. Hey, touch. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's 2. Touch. Oh, not my hand. No, With your nose. Touch it with your nose. Hey, no, with your nose. Yes, very good. Okay, that's 3. He is really eager to get some food. So he's pretty vicious. This is like the most vicious cats you're ever going to see. He's not like... Well, never mind. He's mean. He's just mean. There's no excuse. Okay. I'll give you a treat if you're good. This is 4th time. Touch. Very good. Good kitty. 4th time. And eventually I'm going to use like kibbles or something because no way he should eat 10 treats. So that was 4. Every time he touches it, he gets part of a treat. Ah! Look what you did! Get back on the seat and don't bite my hand. What were you thinking? No, you're not doing that again. No. No way, Jose. You know, I'm just going to hold these other ones in my hand. Okay. 5th time. Good touch. Figure out how to do this the best way. Come on. Hey. 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 Guess that's a camera. Hey. Hey, touch. Hey. Pay attention. Pay attention. Yeah. Oh, okay, here. Touch it. Touch it. Very good. That was 5. He's starting to slow down. You know, this experiment would be a lot shorter than I intended it to be. Hey, touch. Gotta touch it. Hey, hey. Touch. Hey. Very good. What is that? 7? No, it's not how you know. Can't have it till you touch. Very good. That's 7 now. Very good. That's 8. I should hold it up higher so you people can see. You probably can't see, but he is touching. You are a vicious kitty. There's a reason why he's so fat, folks. Yes, you're very fat. I'm going to say that. I'm sorry, but you know it. It's been said. Okay. Last time you're going to have to do this. Well, close to last time. Yes, that is a camera. Very good. What a good kitty. That was 9. Yes, I do have food. Yeah, he's staring just most intently, and if I look away for a second, he will bite my hand off. This is, you know, vicious, evil kitty. Very good. All right. So that's day 1 of the Great Bill card experiment. Aren't you happy now? Yes, he's happy now. All right, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. 2 of the Bill card experiment. I'm gonna make this go as quick as possible just to show that he's getting his reward right away, and he's already started to purr, so he knows what's coming. Good touch. He's half asleep right now, so he's not nearly as vicious. Okay, that was 2 so far. Three, trying to get some more treats. 4. So we're here. I have to do this 10 times. That's 5. 6. 7. 'Can't get it out. 8. I'm going to count that 8. Oh, I'm running out of treats. Need to get 9. And I'm out of treats, so I need to get one more treat for him. 10. So that's just day 2 of the Great Bill Card Experiment. You can cut now. There, and it's day 3 of the Bill Card Experiment. Now, this is kind of cut short. I think it's day 3. Anyway, this was kind of cut short, but apparently I have a day less in my schedule than I usually have, so he's working overtime so we can get the operant conditioning experiment in. Shedding a lot. So, I have an agenda to help me answer the questions for the assignment. So, for today, have to see if extinction takes place. So, just to touch a card 15 times without treats. See if it happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9th time. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I'll track, what I'm trying to do is see is like probably some sort of forgetting period. You know, how long it takes him to not do it consistently, I guess. I don't know. I can count this when I go back and look at the videotape. That's why I videotape this. Extinction does take place of the behavior. So right now it looks like he's not interested in this anymore because there wasn't a treat involved. I'll explain what I'm doing. I'm going to give him a different card. It's a baseball card. It's different in shape and size and flexibility. So, hopefully he'll learn to distinguish the two. I want to see if he recognizes this as a card that he's not supposed to touch. Or that he's going to touch anyway. I hope he treats. Here, no. I will give you this card. I'm going to retrain him to pick cards again. You give him this card 3 times with treats, and then see if he wants to do the other card. This video is going to go through a lot of editing by the time I'm done. Different card. Okay. So he seems to think that if it's his card, it's still a card. So he's sort of differentiating, but not quite. Try again. He's not differentiating much. Well, he is a little bit. He kind of weirded out by it. Yeah. So that concludes that segment of showing him the different card. Now, Let's see if you can figure out the difference between the cards. Hey, that's one of these. Okay, I'm going to try that again because it wasn't quite fair. Okay, so he likes that card the best. I should have worn gloves. Right there. Do not drop that on the floor. He was going to drop it on the floor. Okay, so let's try. I tried that once, and it was a little weird. Try that twice. Let's try that a third time. Hey, pay attention. Not really differentiating by much. So that was that experiment done. Like I said, so much editing with this video. Sprint conditioning. This one was very, very, very hard. Took me over 3 days to try to figure out, and even then, wasn't that great. I'll answer the questions for this. What is my plan? I wanted to get him to touch one card, but not the other. One card would be rewarded with a treat, the other with booping, and I'll explain what that is in the video. What behavior was I trying to change? I wanted to teach him to discriminate between cards. And of course, this is the same cat, Sir Kronk William Keyser I, also known as Bill the Cat. How many times did it take to train your subject? Well, he was never fully trained. He discriminated way too much. It took me over 50 times, because I just lost count. I'm going to say 50. The treat was the reward, and the pooping was the punishment. I am strengthening the behavior to pick one card, and weakening the behavior to pick another different card, which was a smaller one. The consequence is that he got a treat for the bigger card and a pooping for the other. The consequence was added, of course, and I used positive reinforcement and positive punishment. After how many times did it take for extinction to take place? I'm just going to say over 50 times. I'm so sorry. It was so hard to count. This isn't a cut and dry thing. It was harder than I expected it to be because I don't know how psychotic my cat is. How long after beginning your experiment in between extinction did spontaneous recovery take place? Somewhere on the 3rd day of the operant conditioning, during a time without treats, but he picked the wrong card twice. I'm sorry, I can't pin you an accident. Actually pin you a specific number. It's just really difficult. Did generalization take place? He mostly picked the big card. He was afraid of both of them. Very, very, very few times he would pick the small card. He knew that there was a punishment for that, but he couldn't quite connect the reward with the bigger card. He did discriminate stimuli, and like I said before, not as much discrimination, but, he did pick the card, but he didn't pick the little card nearly as much. And did my experiment work? Well, it somewhat worked because I got him to pick the bigger card more often than the smaller card. If I was given more time, I could perfect this experiment so he picked the big card. But, I can't. Not one evening. So, yeah, man, this was difficult. Yeah. Well, enjoy the video. Yeah. This is Bill Card Operant Conditioning Experiment number 2. Admittedly, I'd have to say number 2. I had so many problems with the last one I tried for over 2 days. It just wasn't working. The cat was frustrated. I was frustrated. It just wasn't a good thing to do. Oh, very nice. I like you too. You just headbutted my hand. Conditioning time. The worst thing you can do to a cat ever. It's not newspaper. It's not some other form of cruel torture. It's booping. Let me explain that. Naturally, when a kitten does something wrong, a mother cat will quickly slap it on its head or its butt, whatever, without any claws. Very quick motion, very painless, but very scary to cats. It's like, they hate that so much. That's how I trained him to stay off the table, mostly. So, whenever he touches this card, which is the smaller one, he will get boot. This card will give him food. Bad. See, this is what he does. He generalizes. Don't generalize. This is food card. Oh no. And the fight has begun. Why, Billy? Billy. Good. Good. No. Sure. Nope. Big one. Yeah. Big piece. The hard work. The reward you boys wanted. It's all right. You just have to touch it. Touch the dream, Billy. Dream. Doesn't matter where you're at now. The dream could be yours. You just have to reach for it. Just have to reach. Could be all yours, Billy. You have to reach. This. What if I dip the corner in cat food? I'll do this for the other card too, so it's more fair. This thing. This is so hard. This. Touch it. Touch it, please. There you go. Okay. So he's mostly trained. Mostly running out of time. It doesn't matter what he does at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,